Hello, hello, hello. You guys had to do another live because my computer froze and I don't know what happened. But anyway, this is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. This is part two of why African Americans are leaving why African Americans are leaving Tanzania since last year. I've been here a year and 3 months, so I've seen people come and go. I had to redo this live because the first one froze and then it cut off. So it's just kind of a weird situation, which you guys probably know is being monitored, but it's all good because I'm going to come back again. I'm back again to discuss why I think African Americans are leaving Tanzania. And I did mention, well, first of all, let me say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for my faithful ones, my new ones. Please thumbs up, or thumbs down, but just like, share, and subscribe so I can get my videos in circulation. I am at 887 subscribers. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so very much for your subscription. Thank you for taking the time to view my video. I do appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for your viewership, and thank you for taking the time to hear what I have to say. That it means a lot to me that what I say you value and it's important for you. So thank you for taking the time for viewing my video. I'm so sorry about what happened in the last one. So I say karibu, I say welcome, I say shalom, I say hello. Again, I am back. The last one froze and then cut off. So I am back again to finish up the video concerning why African Americans are leaving Tanzania. And I did mention that I don't see anyone in the comment section yet, so hopefully people can hear me and see me okay. The last time it was frozen, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if I'll get someone to tell me if they can hear me, that they can see me, and everything sounds okay. I'll wait a few minutes. I'll drink some of this milkshake that I got. Actually, uh, Diaspora brother came through and brought me this while I was doing my live. Because most people know I do my lives on Sundays, y'all, and I'm at the cafe. So until I get at least 1,000 subscribers and I can do it on my phone, I usually come to the cafe and do my lives. So yeah. Mm, this is pretty good. Mm, this is really good. Okay. I think I have somebody in the room. Hi, Julie Sky. Okay, perfect. Julie Sky. This is the second time I'm doing this video. The first one froze and then it cut off on me. So I was in the middle of my discussion and I was talking about why I think that African Americans are leaving Tanzania. I had named, I had mentioned like well, it's really one reason, but under that one reason, it's like three different sections of finances as far as finances, budgeting, leaving the country. Um, it's expensive to do the border runs. So it's expensive to leave the country every 90 days and it's a hassle. But it is what it is. You have to do that here. Um, okay, perfect, Yvette. Perfect. Yeah, so it is what it is. You just have to do that here. You just have to leave the country every 90 days. So it could be a pain, but you have to budget that into your when you plan on coming here. You have to work that in your budget. So if you have several family members, you need to consider for each person how much it's going to be, the passport, the visa, the COVID test, the travel. Whether you do a bus, whether you fly, you need to consider all those financial obligations. So if you come here and you know you have to do that, and you know you have a large family, you have to kind of live on a budget because you have to save your funds for what you really need to spend them for. So don't spend them unnecessarily and um, just unnecessarily, especially if you know in a couple of months that you guys have to leave and you have to shovel out a lot of money to leave the country and come back. Stay in a hotel for like a week or so, then come back. So you have to keep doing that every 90 days until you get a visa that will allow you to stay here without leaving. Um, stay here for 2 years, whether it's a work permit, residency, retirement, voluntary. Um, what's the other one? Um, those are the ones I can think of. But then, so basically, you're on a tourist visa when you first come. So, yeah. And then you do have to leave the country every 90 days to 120 days. You can ask for 30-day extension. So, but I've seen many people do videos about why they think that we're leaving, like we are. Because I've been here a year and 3 months, and I've seen people come and go. And I do believe that it's a budgeting thing. It's a budgeting thing. So I was saying that I actually live on a budget. I had to live on a budget in the West because I was a single parent, me and my son, and had to take care of us and do everything just for us. So I had to live on a tight budget even there. So coming here is kind of comfortable for me to live on a tight budget because I did that in the West. So if you're not used to living on a budget in the West, you come here, it's going to be very extremely difficult for you to live on a budget, especially a tight budget that you really need to live on possibly here. So for me, I live kind of like a local. I eat fruit and vegetables during the week. I might eat meat one day a week. That's like chicken wings or something like that. So I don't splurge a whole lot. I don't drive around, ride around. I don't meet and eat with people. I don't go to a lot of places. This cafe is in walking distance where I live. So sometimes I walk. Sometimes I catch a boater, which is only 1,000 shillings. I live on a budget. I live on a budget for real. But I spend money on what I need to spend money on. So when I have to leave the country, that's what I set the money aside for. Leaving the country, COVID tests, visa, hotel stay. That's where your money got to go, not your everyday living expenses. So they just it was I think finances, managing finances. It's not just finances because most people that come here, they have finances. It's just the managing the finances, the budgeting is the difficult part, especially when you're not accustomed to living on a strict budget. I am. So thus I'm here a year and 3 months later with basically coming on savings only and creating a business, and the income that mainly that I get is through my business, which is consultations and other services that I provide for the diaspora who are actually here, in addition to people who would like to donate towards my land and building project and stuff like that. That's helping with the land and building project, so that's a whole nother area. So even with that, I'm budgeting just to still maintain. I do have an extra room that I rent out, so that's helping with income for me. So I rent it out to people who are coming here. So if I assist you, do a consultation with you, then I have an extra room. So it's available. So I'll just rent it out to mainly single women and women with like one or two children, small children. They just all needed to be able to stay in the same room. But I did host a family this time, a husband, wife, and a child. So I just try to stick with mainly single women and children because I'm a single woman. I just don't want any problems. But I did host a family this time. So these people that stay with me, they give me money. So that's part of my income and how I'm able to stay, pay my rent, blah, blah, blah. So this is things that you have to consider and do when you want to when you're trying to figure out your financial situation here on the continent. So um yeah, so these are some things that you need to think about when you want to come here to visit. If you're considering repatriating, you got to look at all these things: how to stay on your budget, how to plan accordingly, how to get places where you're not paying USD, you're paying T shillings, meaning your prices are low. You don't want to come here and rent a place that you would pay the same amount that you would pay in the U.S. So a furnished place in the area I'm living in would probably be about 700 now, 700 USD. I wouldn't get that place. That's too expensive. So you have to move out further to get a cheaper place, but you have to consider transportation. So it's going to be a give and take balance. Now, if you get a car, and if you buy a car, then that'll help. But you need your petrol, your gas, or whatever, and then you may have maintenance issues that you got to get stuff fixed. So the thing about buying a car is what I was concerned about is the fact that the cars are not always up to standard as far as maintenance wise. So you could buy a car and have a lot of mechanical problems, and then you have to pay a lot of money to. So you have to pay a lot of money for um, for these repairs. So yeah, so just consider all that when you decide that you want to repatriate to any country on the continent, in any country on the continent. Uh, Budgeting is important, and this is information that will be helpful for any diaspora that wants to go to any African country. But those are some of the reasons that I feel like many of the African Americans have been leaving here. Finances, just getting frustrated with the whole process of leaving the country, and then what else? I think that's the main thing that I've noticed. That when I talk to them and they say that they're leaving, they say financially, or they have to do some stuff back in the West. So it's more of a work or do something. So it's always a financial situation. So when you decide that you want to come, um, I mean, you may not have a lot of money saved, which I didn't, and I have to admit, I didn't have a lot saved. And even my plan didn't work out the way I thought it would. But all praises to the Most High, uncreated Creator of heaven and earth. He worked things out for me financially, and He still is. So, so things don't always work out the way you plan, but just have a plan in your mind of, you know, if you want to do business, how you need to manage your money, if you're on savings, and then you need to go online and look for online gigs. I recommend you do that before you come, but you can still use your computer. There are a lot of cafes that you can go to that you could use Wi-Fi, and you could, look for jobs and stuff. So, yeah. So, or you can get it in your house. You can get internet in your house. Pay, but that's an extra bill for me, so that's why. And y'all know I'm on a budget, so you know. I wouldn't pay for internet right now because I'm on a budget. Kidogo, kidogo. So let me see. Shalom, Lady J. Okay, perfect. So I had to redo this live. This is part two because the first one froze and shut off. So I guess it was being monitored. Y'all know how that goes. It was being monitored, and so I guess things, you know, didn't work out. But I am back, and I wanted to. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section, and I'll answer them as we go. But those are the main things that I noticed being here a year and 3 months now. Um, I see some people doing videos about why we're leaving, but they haven't been here at least a month, and I'm like, how do you know why we're leaving when you haven't even been here a month? So these are things you need to consider when you listen to advice from people and getting information from people. How long have they been here? Do you have staying power? Have you been here at least 6 months to a year? I have been here a year and 3 months. So what I'm telling you is what I have experienced firsthand. I have left the country several times, so I can advise you accordingly how you need to leave the country, what mode of transportation, if you need a visa, you need a COVID test, you need this, you need that. I can advise you because I've actually physically done it. So it's different getting information from people who haven't actually done things versus the ones who've actually done it. So keep that in consideration when you are getting advice from all these YouTubers, because there are a lot of YouTubers opening, starting YouTube videos here in Tanzania saying this and that, and I'm thinking, have they even been here a month? Okay, really, guys? Come on. So, not discounting what they're saying, but I'm saying, how do they know firsthand? They don't. They're going by what they hear, right? Because they haven't been here long enough to provide guidance and advice to people of how to leave the country, how to register a business, how to get a driver's license, a TIN number, how to vet people for business and attorneys and dadas and kakas. They haven't done any of that. They haven't experienced any of that. So they haven't done that. So yeah, they so got to think about that when they are giving you advice. And so uh, I'm gonna hold right here because you see who's in my video right now. So we're gonna wait for a second. This is really good. One second, y'all. Just waiting patiently. See, I saw the eyes looking at me inside. So the eyes and the nose got to come out here and be nosy. So yeah, one second. I always have to know what we doing, what we saying, what we talking about. Why, always gotta know. Always gotta be in the know. Just nosy, nosy. One second. Yeah, okay. So, so yeah, I'm back to my video. Mr. Chinaman left. He did. So nosy, honey. I always want to know what we talking about, what we doing. I mean, you on the inside looking out here. You come all the way out here to be nosy. So if this is what we deal with, even on the continent of Africa, we can't have no kind of privacy because they always want to know what we're doing. Wherever we go, they're gonna follow us and come wherever we go. But I digress. Okay, so but yeah, those are some of the issues that some of the African Americans have had, or some of the diaspora have had in terms of repatriating and or visiting the country. So I am doing this video to help those who are interested in coming and or repatriating to plan these things or consider these things within your budget and within your plans. Consider these things. So in order to buy land here in Tanzania, you must be an investor. So you must create a business. Now in Zanzibar, you can buy land, but in Zanzibar, and also I found out you can buy land through the villages like chiefs and stuff. They'll allow you to do stuff like that, but I don't know all the details about that. They can give land to who they want to give land to. So some people have gotten land through like chiefs and villages and stuff like that. I don't know that route. So I can't speak on that, but I'm just trying to tell you the legal way and that you won't have any issues with anybody turning on you, saying it's my land as a foreigner. You don't want any issues, so I would say do it the legal way in that you invest in the country and that create a business and then buy your land and build, etc. So that's let me look at some of these comments. Julie Sky, no, that was a Chinaman. That was a Chinaman, huh? I done seen him here before. And I come in here, and one time he was videotaping me. One time he was videotaping me, and I said, I came up to him, I said, "Excuse me, don't videotape me." He turns his phone around and showed a video, like it was. I said, "No, no, 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 don't videotape me." So yeah, I've seen him before, and he came out here because I was talking. So that's why he stopped talking because they're very nosy and they like to listen and hear what we do, everything, even on the continent, you guys, we cannot escape these people. We cannot escape this nosiness. So we have to keep that in mind. I'm here for my people. I'm here to help my people. I'm not here to deal with all these other nations. I've even had people ask me, are you, one lady asked me, are you pro-black? Are you, she did like this, are you? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, like I didn't get what she was saying, but so basically she's like, do you not deal with other people, other nations? And my answer to her is, do you know what these people are doing to us in America? Do you know how these people are treating us? And that's the answer to your question. I am here for my people. I am here to help the diaspora, and I am here to provide advice and guidance to my people. When I say my people, I mean the Hebrews, the Bantus, the Israelites, the Africans, my people. All these other people, they got people. They got people to look out for them. The Chinamen, the Turks, the Arabs, the Indians, the Mizungu, they got people to look out for them. They don't need me. And they're not going to use me. I am here for my people. My energy, my intellectual um, properties, my physical energies, anything about me is for my people, not for the other ones. I've been giving it away my whole life, and I'm done giving away my resources for free. Yeah, know? So, and even for money, I don't want their money. I mean, I'll rather struggle here and hustle here like I'm doing and make my own money and work for myself than work for them or take their money. Then I have to compromise. And I can't do that. So I've had some reach out to me, say, "Oh, we want you to be an influencer for this." No, I don't think so. I'm an influencer only for my people and with my people. I influence my people to come and I assist them. All my energy and influencing talents will go towards my people. So yeah, that's kind of sort of my mentality. So you can call it what you would like to. You can say I don't like other nations, this and this. I'm not thinking about them. I'm not here for them. I'm here for my people, the ones that look like me, the melanated ones, the ones from the diaspora, the ones that were dispersed to the four corners of the earth from during the transatlantic slave trade. That's what I'm here for, my people. So yeah, I am here for my people and my people only. So let's see. Lady who has the beer and breakfast and Lady J, I have not. Well, actually, Lady J, I have met Exodus Africa. I have met her. I haven't stayed at her place, but I have met her. I met her last year when I first got here. So I met her. Yeah. Let me see. Hmm. Okay. All right. I'm back. So yeah, I've met a lot of people, you guys, since I've been here, and I've met a lot of diaspora. I've met over 300 families since I've been here. So I've met a lot of people, but I walk alone. I do business alone because of the many issues that I have noticed, because we're all broken. Because of the many issues that I have noticed since I've been here, I choose to kind of walk alone in what I do in business. Now, I do meet with people, I do business consultations. It's basically about business for me. I don't do a lot of socializing off work because I'm my own marketing person. So I do my own marketing and I do all that. So outside of my business, I don't really get personal with people. I try to keep it strictly business because I noticed it's better that way. Less issues, less drama. Keep it business, you know. And yeah, so that's kind of how I've been, and it's been peaceful for me. It's been a couple of uh, different things that I noticed, but because I walk alone and I don't participate in a lot of groupings, then I'm not really involved in the issues that occur within that grouping situation. So I did want to mention also to people, I do have a business diaspora connect. And there is a group of diaspora here that are doing some kind of uh, selling thing under Diaspora Connect. They're using Diaspora Connect, which is my registered business name, but I have nothing to do with it. I have no affiliation with it. So I'm not selling any products. I don't have any products to sell. I'm not gathering people together to sell products. That's not what I'm doing. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to help those who come here that need a place to stay or live or repatriate to where if they run out of money, it's like a place of help, like a place of refuge. That's what my purpose is. It's not to sell products and all that stuff because I don't have stuff to sell. The only thing I sell is services. I don't sell physical products. I'm not gathering people together to sell stuff because I don't even group with people. I'm not in any groups. I walk alone. I walk solo. I know a lot of people individually, but I don't do a lot of grouping selling stuff. And many of the items and stuff that we sell here in the diaspora that we sell here is like in USD anyway. So many of us come here on a budget. And then when we come here, we people sell things to us at USD prices, meaning they're trying to make money. And I get it, they're trying to sustain themselves, but they're charging us USD. Our own people are charging us USD. Like for these restaurants and food, people selling and they selling plates for 25, 20,000 t-shirts a plate. Do you know how much I could eat off that money? 25, 20, 25,000 t-shirts. I could buy fruit and vegetables for like probably a whole month off of that money. So think about that type of stuff. Even with rooms and Airbnbs, a lot of us diaspora, we have extra rooms and rentals and all this type of stuff that we have, but we're charging USD, everybody, USD. So we're charging each other because Tanzanians is not going to buy food from us. Locals not going to buy food from us. They're not going to rent from us because it's too expensive. So the only people going to rent from us is ourselves. So we're overcharging ourselves for living expenses. We're overcharging ourselves for food. Who does that? I don't. I don't. I don't charge USD in Tanzania. I don't charge USD prices in Tanzania, meaning I don't overcharge people. Okay? So that's the difference in me and the other people that may be doing something under Diaspora Connect. That's not me. I'm not selling any items, no food, no nothing, not for no USD prices, 25,000 t-shirts a plate and all that. That's a lot. I can't afford it. I live on a budget, so I can't even afford to pay that. I can't. I have it, but I wouldn't pay it because it's a waste of money. So I can eat fruit and vegetables, fresh fruit and vegetables, for what 5,000 t-shirts. So you can do a lot with that money. So keep that in mind when you come, when you're doing business here. Be careful how you do each other. Be careful how we do each other. We should not be overcharging each other. We should not be charging one another USD to be here on the continent. Just my opinion. I'm just one person, one in a million, I say, because many people don't have the same perspective. So this is just my opinion, and I feel like we shouldn't take advantage of somebody's struggle. If they're coming here and if they're trying to maintain, they're trying to stay, they're not good at budgeting, it could be kind of tempting to charge somebody and for us to say, many of us say, oh, that's not a lot. That's only blah, blah, blah. That's only $15 in USD or that's only $20 in USD. But it adds up here on the continent where you can do a lot more with $20 here on the continent than just spending it like that. Okay? So yeah, it's the overcharging that's not a good idea. And I'm not really down with that. So I'm kind of strict when it comes to something like that. Well, Emerald Life Tours, I have been in Tanzania a year and 3 months, and I haven't had any issues. So, um, yeah, I wouldn't leave because I created a business, and I haven't had any issues. Some people have issues and they should leave, and I would not definitely go to. And I'm gonna say this again, and people might be feeling some kind of way because I had some people kind of not happy with me that when I did the video comparing Ghana to Tanzania. It is just my opinion, everyone. These YouTube channels, they are based on our personal experiences and or our opinions. So it's not facts, you guys. It's not etched in stone what we say. So don't get all upset and mad because we don't say what you feel. Therefore, that being said, I want to say that I'm not recommending. I'm going to explain to you why. I'm not recommending people to go to Rwanda or Uganda, those two places. The reason I say that is because I come from America. They're genociding us in America. They're killing black people in America, right? Rwanda and Uganda have a history of doing that. Okay? So I would not recommend any of our people to go there because they have a history of doing that. So I would not recommend that. I wouldn't recommend people to go to America because I am from there and I know how they are and they are killing us. So I wouldn't recommend people to go there, and that's why I feel the way I do about Uganda and Rwanda. If your country has a history of any kind of genocide or anything, I don't recommend people to go there because it a lot of times history can repeat itself. So it's not so far from it, even though it's not happening now. It's the spirit that hovers over the place like that. So that's why I don't recommend those two places. So just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm not the only YouTuber. There are many who are encouraging people to go to those places, not me, because I wouldn't go. So it's just my opinion. So yeah, let me look at some of these comments. Let's see. Yeah, I love TZ. So I have to say I love Tanzania. I haven't had any issues. Yeah, the policies are kind of strict, but the things, the policies are strict for everyone. It's not just for us as diaspora, it's for all foreigners. So we all have to comply. We all have to be investors here. We all have to create businesses in order to buy land. All of us have to do it. It's not just they're pointing to us and saying, you guys only. No, it's all the way across the board. So if they can do it, we can do it. We just have to follow the rules. We can't come here trying to change anything. And everybody is not going to open arms for us and embrace us and say, come on in. Eventually, we'll find our own land and we'll be in our own land, and the Most High will make it right for us. But in the meantime, none of these countries are our home. We're foreigners in every place we go, even America. That's not even our home. We were born there, and we're foreigners there too. So nobody's gonna really embrace us, and it's not gonna be easy in any of these countries. So even if you go to different countries, Rwanda, Uganda, Ghana, whatever, Gambia, it's not gonna be easy. Egypt, it's still not going to be easy. No place is going to be easy, but you just figure out what works best for you, and you go to the place that's accommodating for you and your finances and your spiritual practice and your lifestyle. So I haven't had any issues here. I love Tanzania. I'm still here a year and 3 months later, and it's been beautiful for me. I created a business, and I'm sustaining. So it's not for everyone, but I love it. So yeah, let me see. Let's see. Tanzania borders. Um, I haven't noticed any. I don't know, Eleanor, as far as the destabilizing of Ethiopia and the effects on Tanzania. I haven't noticed anything, but everything ain't perfect here either. As y'all know, we got um, what's his name? I don't even know his name, so I don't even want to mention it. But some Mzungu, British Mzungu, having some hands in trying to improve the international reputation of the country. I mean, that's not good, but hey, it is what it is. But you got to roll with the punches while we're here. You know, we know this stuff, and either you stay, you deal with it, or you move on. And that's how I feel. I don't really get into politics, and I just say it's not perfect here, and a lot of things are not perfect, but it's perfect for me. I've been able to it and get where I need to be, sustain myself. So I don't have any complaints. It's a beautiful place. There's several different areas that you can move into. If it's too hot here, you can go to other places to sustain yourself. So yeah, yeah. I didn't realize that Ethiopia borderline. I never heard that because I know 6 countries borderline Tanzania, and I don't think Ethiopia was one of them, but I wasn't 100% sure until you said some review site. I'm like, I don't think Ethiopia borders Tanzania. So, yeah, review site, I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't have a map in front of me, but I know 6 countries border Tanzania, and I don't remember Ethiopia bordering. So, yeah, so, but I haven't, seen any effects of that part. So maybe it's not close enough. I don't know. But I think that's. Let me see if there's any more questions. Hey Albert, Mambo VP, Mzima. So Izuri Saki. So yeah, just wanted to do this video. And then next Sunday I got a good video that I'm doing. It's gonna be about, oh, what was it? Let me look at my phone. I'm gonna do a video on Sunday, next Sunday, about, let me see. I had it written down, you guys. Let me see. It's about, oh, the video for Sunday is gonna be about how to prepare for a border run. So you know, when you're in Tanzania, you have to leave the country every 90 days. So I'm gonna give you some tips or advice on how to prepare for your border run. Since I actually left the country several times and I have experience, I can tell you what you need to do and the most efficient ways to travel, effective ways to travel besides flying, and which countries. So I'm going to give you some pointers on how to prepare to leave the country, visas, COVID tests, price, bus, flight, which countries. So I'm going to provide you that information next Sunday of how to prepare for border runs. So it's going to be on Sunday, next Sunday. So I try to do my lives every Sunday. And so in between the lives on Sunday, I'll do random videos of when I go to different places, or if I'm thinking about something I want to say hello, I'll do those random videos. Like I did, I visited Masaki this week because I have a family staying with me who came here and they're staying with me, and they went to that area. They wanted to see Slipway, and we went to that area, and then they had that new restaurant. So I did a video about a new restaurant, a rooftop restaurant. It looks really nice. It looks, and the prices. I saw the menu. The prices are pretty reasonable. It's not local prices, but it's not on the high end. So it's just comparable with actually this cafe that I'm in right now. And the food probably tastes better there than here. The food in this cafe is not the best in my opinion, but the main thing I get is like the the tea, the coffee, the smoothies, the milkshakes, and the frappuccinos and stuff like that. Because this is really a good spot to connect with people, to have meetings and stuff like that. So I do a lot of that here, more of a social thing than eating here. Because every meal that I've had, besides the quesadillas, I didn't really like. Now they have desserts that I do like. I think it was two desserts that I really liked. So, okay, so I'm about to end this live, you guys. Let me see if I have any more questions that you'll have for me. Okay, so yeah, yeah, Eleanor. So I guess you can see the Ethiopia doesn't border Tanzania, and I knew that, but I didn't have a map in front of me, so I was like, maybe I'm missing something. So I'm not the best geographically, but I know that there are 6 countries that border Tanzania because I did some research on which ones have dual citizenship, and I was thinking since they're so close, I can take a bus or a van or fly at a reasonable price if they're not close, or if we were to drive and we got a car, and if I had a car or a driver, how long it would take to drive to these particular countries. So I knew it was certain ones that bordered the country. So I agree with you, Sight. Let me tell y'all something. Tanzania is a really, really, really beautiful country, and it is so natural, and it's so peaceful, and it's so, I don't know. I say it's paradise. I don't care what anybody says. Tanzania is paradise to me. I love Tanzania, and that's why I'm still here. Yes, it hasn't been easy as far as the immigration laws and stuff like that, and how to get stay legal and compliant and all that. It's not the easiest, but it's worth the try or the effort to stay because it's a beautiful country. The people are amazing. The environment is awesome. This has been the best year of my life that I think I've ever lived, being here on the continent and being in Tanzania. It is beautiful, and many people would stay if it wasn't for, like review site said, if it wasn't for like the immigration laws, the strict immigration laws, many people would not be leaving because last year people, it was so many of us here, and it's still, as people leave, excuse me, as people leave, many come. But after they learn about all the immigration laws and how hard it is to get visas and difficult, to, registering businesses and buying land and all that, they get a little disgruntled, they get a little frustrated, and they try to go to other countries, which make it a little bit easier to do these things. But you have to keep take in consideration or keep in mind that it's even in Ghana and Gambia and Sierra Leone and all these other places where you can buy land, Kenya, whatever. Some people, not so much in Kenya, but some people are still having like land issues, like in terms of fighting over land, like trying to figure out who actually owns it. You're spending money and people are selling it, selling it, selling it, selling it, selling it. And it's hard to get to it's a rabbit hole and it's hard to get to the bottom of who actually owns it when you're spending money. So yes, it's probably easier to buy it, but it's more difficult to find out who actually owns the land that you're purchasing. You got to really dig deep to find this out. And that could be a challenge. So to me, that could be more of a challenge than trying to register a business and buying land legally. There's a lot of land here, but you just got to register a business. It's not that expensive if you partner with the Tanzania. So you just have to learn to do. I did it by myself. I registered a business by myself with two Tanzanian partners by myself. So anybody can do it. I don't have a lot of money. I wasn't rich. I came on savings just like other people. So, but I just prayed to the Most High and I asked Him to show me what I need to do to stay, to sustain myself. If you want me to stay, help me with this. And He opened doors for me. So that's how I'm able to still be here a year and 3 months. And I'm hanging in here and I'm encouraging others to come at least for a visit. And then once you get here, you can, visit and see if this culture, climate, environment is for you. And then you figure out how financially that you can get these visas that you need to sustain yourself to be able to stay for residency, whatever you would like to do. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to end this live. People are now just coming on. So I think I'm going to end this live. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, because I do consultations on Sunday also, and many people from the U.S. start calling me, and I'm gonna get calls around 5 here, and right now it's like 3:30 here, so I have to get going. But I'm gonna end this live, and next Sunday I'm gonna do a live about how to prepare for border runs. So when you have to leave the country, I've left the country several times, so I can give you advice based on experience of the bus, plane, visas, COVID tests, all that good stuff. So how to accurately prepare for your border runs, and then also how to get extensions. So going to the local immigration office uh, for some days before your 90-day visa expires and asking for another 30 days, which will give you 120 days. But I will go into a little bit more detail about that process next week. Also, when I talk about preparing for border runs, I try to think of doing lives for things that people aren't really talking about. No, a lot of people are not talking about like the border run and how to prepare. Because a lot of people are doing videos and they haven't been here long, like less than 30 days, haven't even left the country, they haven't been here 90 days. So I want to provide the information for those, the information that you get for those who've been here a little bit longer, who've actually experienced leaving the country, going to these different borders, talking to these different countries, and how the process moves through. How you work, go out on one side and come in on the other. You have two exits: exit Tanzania, enter Kenya, exit Kenya, come back in Tanzania. So it's like a process that you go through, and then you have questions and things that come up. So I'm gonna provide guidance and information on those processes for you next Sunday on preparing for your border runs, and I'll post a reminder in here. I'm trying to get good at my graphics, the pictures and the words. I'm trying to get more better at that because I'm at like 887 subscribers. So I'm almost at 900. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes, share, share, share. So I can get to my 1,000 subscribers. I do appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. Let me see if I can read some of these comments before I go. Yes, back to Africa. Yeah, you have to budget wisely. Greetings, Sammy Smith. Greetings from Highland. Thanks, Albert. Exactly. I agree. Watuluka Media. Yeah, it's 54 countries. Pick one. I'm just doing this particular live because I'm actually here, and I just want to provide guidance and information for those who are interested in coming, and just kind of giving you an idea of what happened to some people who had to leave. Um, I mean, this information is helpful for anyone who wants to visit any African country. So it's important to budget, no matter which country you decide to go to, especially if you don't have if you don't have steady income. You just have streams of income. You still have to live on a budget. Whether you go to Ghana, Gambia, any of the 54 countries, you still have to learn to budget, live your life on a budget, um, budget consciously. So yeah. But anyway, I'm about to end this live. Um, Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video, and that's going to be on Sunday. But I'm going to post a reminder about what's going to be next Sunday, the border run situation, and the information that I can provide those who are actually here and haven't left, or those coming and they want to know what it entails to leave the country, stay a couple of days, and come back. These border runs. So when I say border run, meaning you leave the country in 90 days and you stay in another country for like a week or so visiting. So not just leaving and coming back. No, you stay and visiting to get a gauge of that country, and then you come back. Yeah, because you're visiting. Remember, you're visiting. All right. So I will end this live, and I will see you guys in the next video. And please like, share, and please share so my video can get in circulation. Okay. All right. I'm about to end this live. I'll see you in the next video. Kwa Eddie. Shalom. Goodbye, everybody.